Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Then here is our intro. These are, to anyone that is wondering, are brand spanking new as of today. So let's go with them. There we go. Brand spanking new intro. How
I
you
like
doing today,
it.
Dave?
Actually, that actually kind of reminds me of the attention, ladies and gentlemen. That actually is a good intro.
Yeah.
That was a good one you created there.
Yeah, it took me a little bit to get that one going. It's a lot of technical things are flying about, so
It is. That's why I'm looking for. That's why I'm actually looking at some of the systems to edit better things to edit the videos
yep,
and some things because I want to start putting short videos on Facebook on my travel thing and some
yep.
things. So don't be surprised if you don't see some corny videos coming out of Disney Springs for me.
Very cool.
Not only on my travel channel but my thing too. So
Yeah. Well, when I got that is my first official video that I've tried using with a new program. I am just now starting to learn. I got my MacBook Pro, and it came with a video editing software with it, and it was really high grade, like top of the line
really,
almost. And so I'm learning how to use that.
got a question. Did is it something that they got
It-
pre-programmed, or is it something you got to eventually pay for membership thing
You
down
won't
the
ever. I
road?
won't ever have to pay for it. I paid for it when I got the computer.
Oh, so you got it. So it don't last. It just
Yeah. It doesn't
oh,
ever expire. Yeah.
cool.
It's you pay one price and it's done for the rest of its life. Yeah.
Sweet.
That's
Hello,
what I
David
want.
P.
I didn't want to have to worry about that.
I agree. I agree.
So MacBook Pro 13. So it's pretty brand new, really, on the computer wise. I know there's a 14 out there, but not but much higher.
Right.
Yeah. Um, so that was our new intro, and I will dive into our first part of the news. We'll jump off with, in my opinion, the most talked about article right now for Disney World, probably, which is a lot of different articles about Tiana, the ride information and what's happening with that, and let's do this. Okay, right there. I'll do that one. Make sure I'm on it. Yep, I am. So this is the one of the newer things that they said. The soundtrack to Tiana's is now streaming on all services.
Okay. Nice.
That'll be nice to know. And the soundtrack is now streaming. Anything there it goes. The full list of Tiana's Bayou a soundtrack track list includes um, all those with those bands that play them. It goes with the song name first and then the person who plays it afterwards. That is a long list. It's a whole thing. So that'll be very cool. I know
Nice.
Charlie Gabriel. I know him. Leah Chase. That'll be really cool. Yeah, there's gonna be a I'll have to look at that one. I'll have to look at that. The soundtrack was recorded in New Orleans by composer and arranger P.J. Morton, and then the people who helped produce the music, the musicians and vocalists for those New Orleans Jazz Orchestra. It helped out in a lot of the songs. A lot of information on all of that wonderful preservation jazz band. That'll be cool to look into. All the information about those. Oh yeah, and then they have a hyperlink for the Bayou Adventure soundtrack. So the ride has its own soundtrack and it's on all platforms. That'll be nice.
That's nice. I
Yeah,
mean,
that'll be very cool. Way
I,
down in New Orleans.
well, and so far I've been watching a couple of live streams, and I will tell you that whether the songs are that it's most people seem to have enjoyed it so far.
Rave reviews. A lot of people, even they say they're sad that the old had to go. They love what the new came with. So they did. I guess Disney did a great job. So
Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, I
yeah.
just know there were certain things that I've seen from some of the pictures, and
Yep.
maybe it wasn't done or that. I'm still on the fence, and I'll probably remain on the fence until I can get there and actually ride it. Um,
Exactly.
because I'm going to be honestly and truthfully, the Princess and the Frog film was not one of the best films I liked. I mean,
No,
it
of
was
course
okay,
not. But
but it was
it
not.
has
It
a great
wasn't one of my
storyline
top.
though.
I wouldn't. There's no way I'd put it in the top. It may be in the top 25, but it's not in the top 10.
Well, talking about that, Dave, there is a way to go to look into Tiana's Bayou Adventure without going on the ride at all.
Go.
Yes, because you remember the old ride had a nice little viewing platform from the railroad.
It did. And
Yep.
is it still there? Do they still have?
Yes. They just
Okay.
opened it up this morning.
Okay. Nice.
Walt Disney World Share Railroad adds Tiana's Bayou Adventure narration and view of the finale.
Okay. Well, and that would make sense that they would add that to the railroad
Exactly. They
thing.
kept
I
it the
mean, you
way the
go right
railroad
by
was
it.
before. Yeah.
I mean, obviously they talk about all the rides as it's going around the park, so it
Yep.
would make sense. But I'm glad that they still have the viewing platform from up there.
Yep. And they have a video of someone that was on the train this morning that recorded a little bit of it. So if you guys want to see that, all this information is from WDWNT, great and helpful news
Nice.
distribution center.
Nice. That's awesome.
Okay, that was pretty cool. I thought it kind of transitioned pretty easy on that one. Something you would not expect. They're already out at Tiana's. You can collect the collectible medallions now available at Magic Kingdom for Tiana's. Number of collectible medallions, a new attraction are now available.
Right.
There's these kiosks. You know what they look like.
Yeah,
They're the ones
and
that
that
have the
doesn't
medallions,
surprise me.
not the coins. Yes.
It doesn't surprise me that they didn't already bring that out, because I will
Yeah.
tell you that Jenna was actually streaming this morning. They're doing a second stream because they're gonna.
Yep,
I
and
guess
there's the
I
prices
guess
for them
Jenna
too.
and Josh they got their queue is for later this evening, and the store
Very
looks
cool.
I will say the store looks absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, we'll dive into the store. That'll be our merchandise portion. We'll dive into it.
Yep.
Tiano's Bayou Adventure collectible medallions says the exact price, which is $6 each, or 4 of them for $20.
Isn't that what it is for most of the coins that they have around?
Yes. Yeah,
I'm not.
I believe all the coins. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this: as much as I like the coins, I'm not. I'm not. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to pay that kind of a price for it.
Eh,
I
you
would
know
rather
what?
spend
It matters on
20
what kind of
bucks.
characters you like collecting. You know what I mean?
Well, For me, it's like this too, and it depends on whether you like to collect coins. For me,
Exactly. If
I
you're a
like the
coin
pins.
collector, you want to go towards this.
Right, I would go for more of the pins, and I know that you'll probably come up with that in the merchandise, and we'll talk more
Yeah.
about that later. But
Yep.
I lean more towards the pins than I do the coins.
Yeah. Mama Odie. Yep. That shows all four different
Nice characters.
ones.
I mean, I do like the characters. I mean, at
I
least
love the characters, and
they
then
chose some good characters for it.
if you have the certain one that you're collecting, I would probably just say to go towards one. But if you just collect Tiana stuff, just go towards the 4 for 20 because you're getting them for a cheaper price.
I want the crocodile one. If
Crocodile
I
one
get
is really
anyone, I
cool
want the
too.
crocodile one.
Lewis. I love Lewis, the
I
trumpet
love Lewis.
playing
Right.
crocodile.
He's the biggest character of all of them that I love, Lewis.
Yeah. Yep. And he has one of the queens just has him on the front. Big, huge Lewis. Yeah. Okay, so do 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 do. Okay, so they are. This article is talking about how they're not going to have the Tiana Bayou Adventure open at early hours or extended evening hours. It is going to close down early at those times and open up late. I understand why. They're not trying to make it so it does not, fall off repair really quick.
Well, and the fact that it is on the queue too, so
Yeah.
it makes a big difference. So now, I mean, I don't know whether they'll have to have a queue after the extended hours when they reopen it, but
Yeah.
I mean, we all know like at it when the Magic Kingdom's open, we know that the Jungle Cruise shuts down at a certain specific time.
Yep, Jungle
And
Cruise
even
does
if the
almost the
park's
same
open
thing,
till
yeah.
like 1, we know the Jungle Cruise shuts down.
Yep,
So I
so
wonder if there's
Tiana's is gonna have same scenario where early hours it basically anything that counts as it as early or extra is gonna be closed, it seems like. So just regular hours for the regular park hours is what it's gonna be open. Attraction is still not listed as available for the upcoming Mickey's Not So Halloween Scary Party also. The attraction was listed but removed immediately after when it was shown.
really.
So, yep, they put it
That's,
on the list, but then they were like, "Wait a minute, we weren't supposed to do that," and they took it off the list.
well, they'll do something. I mean, because I'm sure they can't. They won't leave it closed.
I I don't know. I think it's just gonna be regular hours, because it's kind of like okay. For example, another big instance was when the new ride of a bunch of new rides they basically shut down because they got overworked right at the beginning of their shift. Beginning days, and
Right.
they just get overworked, and they don't want that to happen, so they're making plans so they don't.
Hmm.
Okay. A different kind of article. Disney shares our love for Lori the Armadillo, revealing character's origin and backstory for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I like Lori the Armadillo.
I don't know.
Lori the Armadillo.
Armadillos and me don't get along. They just look like a big bunch of ant eaters, only with
Yeah.
colored shells on them.
Okay. Well, they have the origin story of Lori the Armadillo, which is a real armadillo, I guess. Okay. So if you want to see that article that tells like the backstory of it, WDWNT, they has an article about it a little bit further down. Yeah. Uh, And then a lot of people are talking about this article right here about Tiana's. Magic Kingdom guests cannot join Tiana's Bayou Adventure and Tron virtual queues at the same time.
Well, I understand that though.
And I looked more into that. You cannot go join, let's say, Tiana's Bayou Adventure and Tron are both reservation. Not you have to wake up at 7 o'clock and get into the queue, right?
Right.
You're only allowed to do that for one of those two for that land. So
Yeah,
either
but then
Tron
now
or
does it say? Does it?
Tiana's.
Let me ask you this, because like Tron and like Guardians, I mean, I don't think Guardian. I don't know if Guardians is still on the queue or not, but I know
Guardians is, but it's not in the same land. That's Epcot.
well, yeah, no, but what I'm saying is that they would open it up at 7, then they would open it up at 1 o'clock. Do they do the same thing with these two?
They should. I have not heard
Tron,
anyone
I know they
saying,
do. I just
yeah,
wonder if are they do they do that for Tiana's? I
they
wonder.
might, but it says you cannot get both of them at the same. You can't get to 7 o'clock and try to do two at the same time. Is what they're saying because they're both in the same land. So, and they both have a virtual queue.
Yeah, I've never seen this many queues, and usually
Yeah,
when usually the way it's been, as soon as they came up with a new ride, the one that's the newer ride would take the queue, and the oldest one would drop off. At least that's the way it has been so far. You know, like Remy, as soon as Guardians came in,
yeah,
Remy was on it for a little while, but then dropped off.
yep. Now,
And but
here's my
then when
question,
Tron
Dave.
came, you still
Is
have
that
Guardians on the queue.
going to be the same when Test Track gets reimagined
That
and then
you know,
Guardians would go off?
I wondered about that. I wondered about
Because
that.
it's coming. It is coming very slowly.
But now I wonder, I want to say with that, you know,
Yeah,
talking about, I mean, because, I mean, I guess I can understand on them, you can't hit the same cues, but why can't you put, oh, yeah, but what if you end up at the same time, just if you end up luck? But if you have to go
yeah,
from one, it depends on how it is. I haven't really checked out how it is, looks like in the thing for the cues.
yeah,
So I mean, I'm assuming that you would have to go into the Rhine of one and then have to come out and then go into the other one. So by then the queues would be closed because they only usually they close out pretty quick.
yeah.
As far as Test Track, my only thing about that is because they have the single riders. I don't know if they would. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
don't
if
know if
they
they're
would
going to
put
keep
it
that
on a
single
queue.
rider or not at the beginning. They might just not keep
They
the.
they probably will. I don't
I
see their.
don't. I don't know. Now think of it this way: Test Track was if I don't change my mind if I'm wrong, but I believe it was the only single rider line in Epcot.
Which one?
Test Track
Yeah,
was.
it is.
There's zero right now because it's closed.
Right. Well, now here's the thing about that, though. Think about it. Remember when Smugglers Run opened? They
Oh
didn't put it
yeah,
on a queue, and it had a single rider. I'm not saying
still
that
does.
you know whether you like the ride or not. I'm
I
just saying
love
it
that
had a
ride.
single rider,
Really,
but it didn't.
favorite
It
ride
never ended up on
in
a
Hall of
queue.
Hollywood Studios is Smuggler's Run to me.
The what?
Smuggler's Run. That's my favorite ride in Hollywood Studios.
Well, but you see what I'm saying? It never ended up on a queue. I don't know if it had anything to do with the single rider, but Test Track has a single rider, so I just wonder if they'll
Yeah,
bypass it like
I
that.
don't know.
Uh, it's interesting, but I mean, getting back to the topic,
Or are
it
they
makes.
going to change up the
I
whole queue
mean,
line in all and change it up so it's different because it's getting reimagined to what it used to be.
my here's my question. Okay, you got two new rides. Tron is now a couple of years old.
Yeah,
It's been on a queue. How long are you going to make them wait? I guess as long as it's popular, they may have to leave it on a queue.
yeah,
But the problem is you got three. Now you got three rides on the queue line,
yeah,
and one at Epcot and two at the Magic Kingdom.
yeah.
So it makes you will
No,
or here's the question. Because normally when even with Splash Mountain, it usually tend to move a lot quicker than some of the other rides. It
yeah.
makes you wonder how long will Tiana's actually be on a queue.
What about? No, no. There's not one in Animal Kingdom, is there?
No, there's not.
Avatar used to be for the longest time, but it's not anymore.
Yeah, no. As soon as Avatar, I think fell off just before
Yeah,
whatever. I can't remember what was the next new one. Was it Remy that came out, or was it Smuggler's
something
Run?
like that. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
or
when it
was it
fell
Rise
out.
of the Resistance? It might have been Rise of the Resistance that came out shortly
Yeah,
after that. I think.
I fully expect the new Indiana Jones ride to probably go into Vulture Q, so Animal Kingdom will have one.
But then does it make the other ones fall off after a while as they
I
get,
don't know.
if the ride gets, I mean,
Whenever they do enough testing officially, then that's when it'll go off.
that's, well, it kind of makes it crazy though, because, but I understand why. First of all, I don't know how anybody, unless you have one family member and they're all their passes are linked together on one, on one app, and you have one that goes in there and does it on one, and the other one does it on the other. That would be the only way I can think of being able to get the virtual queue at the same time
Yeah.
for either one. I mean, that's the only way I can see it happening.
Yep.
Unless somebody else has got another idea and just
And
quicker.
then another, we can start to talk about this now. So it's a very short transition because it's kind of in the realm of what we were talking about before. Genie Plus system is now going to get reimagined into the new Lightning Lane system. You still will have to pay for it though. But
Yeah,
here's the I found 3 articles that talk about it, different areas of it, and so this is the articles that I found. Let's do these right there. Genie Plus rebranded. Lightning Lane Advance purchase coming to Walt Disney World. Updates in July. We called Lightning Lane Multi Pass. And then individual Lightning Lanes will be called Lightning Lane Single Pass. Multi and single. Oh, I got you. Okay.
okay. Now
And this tells the information right here.
I'll have to check that out because I didn't know
Multi
exactly what they
pass
were doing.
says it right here. This is from its
Are you
Lightning Lane website. So purchase
you
one
did?
theme park per day. Choose up to 3 experiences ahead of your and one theme park ahead of your visit. I heard about this. You're able to basically reserve rides before you even get to Disney World.
And now I did hear that. So am
Yep.
I understanding this? Let me make sure I'm understanding this multi. Is so you're with the multi pass, you're picking one theme park, right?
I believe so.
And then you get to choose 3 rides that have
The Lightning
the
Lane
lightning
on it.
lane.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Lightning Lane multi-pass
Well, my
logo.
question is, if you choose Animal Kingdom, is there a ride that has a lightning lane for?
Let me think.
I don't think
Okay, yeah, Animal Kingdom does have, yes,
I know
Kilimanjaro.
Avatar is. I know
Okay,
Mountain Expedition
Kilimanjaro
is.
Safari. Um, they have the Broadway musicals. Both of them have a lightning lane in them. You
Okay.
don't think about that, but they do.
Yeah, I didn't think about them having it because
Everest has a lightning lane, and also Avatar has a lightning lane.
and
Four to
I know the
five.
dinosaur. I know the dinosaur ride because I don't think it's closed down yet. I know the
It's not
dinosaur ride.
closed down yet, and officially it does have a lightning lane, but I don't know if I would use it for that one.
I'm not saying I would. I'm just saying I'm just counting it
Yes.
as a lightning lane because it does. So yeah, I didn't think about the Broadways, and I didn't wasn't sure about the safari
The
track
biggest
ever had
one,
a
really, the most popular one in Animal Kingdom is Kilimanjaro Safari. Because
oh
if you
hell
think about
yeah
it, at high times, it can and the regular line can be about an hour long.
Well, that one, the next one after that would I would think Mount Expedition because
Avatar.
that one can Mount
Yeah,
Expedition
Avatar.
it has
Kilimanjaro
always
Safari,
had a
then
long
Avatar.
line
Yeah.
like Kilimanjaro.
Yep.
So it
But then you have to. I know that
and so does
the
Avatar too.
Everest, the
So does
Everest
Avatar.
ride, it has a single rider line.
Who,
So yes, it has a lightning name, but it has a single rider line also.
oh, Mount Expedition.
Yeah, Expedition,
Yes, yes,
Everest.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think about that though, because you don't. But you're
People
right. It
don't know
does.
about that single rider line. They don't know just to go a little bit further to the right and you get into it.
Yeah, it's single rider line. It does have a single rider line.
Yep. That's
Makes
my
me
one of my
wonder if
that's
they're
my
going.
favorite in Animal Kingdom,
It
by the
makes
way.
me it makes me wonder: are they going to get eventually get rid of these single rider lines on some of these rides because of
They
the
could.
license?
They could. Get rid of it and then maybe have it so there's two lines for handicap or oh, a lightning lane line and then also a handicap line. TSA.
Yeah, I can see that happening. That
I
would
could
be
see it happening.
actually if you had to give up the single rider line, if as long as they're using it for the disability,
Yep.
I could deal with that.
Yep, I would agree with it.
But if you're
And it would make the
if they're getting
disability
rid
go
of it
by
just to
faster
get rid
too.
of it, then I got an issue.
The disability line would not have to be in the same line as
The
the
regular.
lightning lane that way.
Yeah, and I could see
A
that,
lot of
and I'd
people
be
don't like
willing to
that.
give it up. But if they didn't do that, then I would have an issue.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, at Walt Disney World, hotel guests will be able to purchase Lightning Lane 7 days ahead of time before your trip. All other guests can purchase the skip the line option 3 days in advance, and guests will also be able to book before paying to make sure they have the times they want, similar to the former free Fast Pass Plus system. This is the single pass option will function relatively the same, but the guests can make selections in advance. So they can make up to 2 selections per day for the high demand rides. The following attractions are available through individual Lightning Lane. Will have a single price options for it looks like Magic Kingdom right here, and that is Seven Dwarfs, Tron, Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, that is all of them. Guardians of the Galaxy, Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance, and Avatar: Flight of Passage. I would just say, if you're going to use the Lightning Lane option, get the app. Probably, it sounds like
What the lightning? They got an app for it now.
it's to make sure that you have your app, which is the My Disney Experience. It
Oh yeah,
uses the same.
I would say use that, and I'm
Yeah.
going to be honest, truthfully, if you're going to use the lightning lane, I personally would probably think if you know you're going to only one park in a day, then I would say use the multi-purpose so that you can get through.
Yeah.
For me, I would use it for Tron, the Dwarf Mine Train, and probably Big Thunder Mountain or Thunder Mountain or Big Thunder Mountain.
These
Thunder
changes
Mountain
will
Railroad.
these changes will go into effect on July 24th, 2024.
Yeah, so it's coming soon.
It's coming really soon, yeah. Okay, they have 2 more articles about this wonderful Lightning Lane multi-pass thing now. Okay, there we go. It's going to utilize attraction tiers at Walt Disney World.
Pretty much what they do now.
Yeah.
They kind of use it now, so maybe it's probably going to.
They're just
I assume
basically
it's based on depending on
saying it's
what
going to
type
be the
of ride
same
it is.
almost, or as it was used to be.
Yeah,
People love the old Lightning Lane, and they're just making you pay for it now. Is all.
yeah.
Guests can pick their other 2 experiences. Okay, for Magic Kingdom, Magic Kingdom guests can choose up to 1 experience from this group, which is Big Thunder, Jungle Cruise, Peter Pan, Space Mountain, or Tiana. Only one of those 5, and then they can pick their other 2 experiences or all 3 from this other group, which is the Barnstormer, Buzz Lightyear, Dumbo, Haunted Mansion, Small World, Mad Tea, Magic Carpets, Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, PhilharMagic, Monsters Inc., Pirates, Tomorrowland, Speedway, and Under the Sea, Journey into the Little Mermaid.
Wait, no Big Thunder Mountain on there?
But no Big Thunder
Somebody,
Mountain. I did not see it.
you know what?
No, wait,
Somebody
right
is
there.
out of their
It's
confounded
on. It's on the
freaking
top
mind.
list. It's on the top list, Mike. Dave.
Oh,
It's
okay.
right here.
I was going to say somebody is out of their confounded picking mind.
Exactly. So that's all just for Magic
Big
Kingdom.
Thunder Mountain now. If there's someone's getting a complaint right
So
now.
this is the Epcot line. You can choose up to 1 experience from the Frozen Ever After, Remy, or Soarin' Around the World experiences. Or you can also pick other 2 experiences or all 3 from the group down below, which is Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival.
Now, is this under this would be under the multi-purpose?
Yes.
Pack?
So this would it matters on which part you choose.
Right.
Obviously.
You're getting 3. You're getting 1 from one tier, and you're
Yep.
getting 2 from the lower tier.
Unless you want 3 from the bottom tier, then you're allowed to. It says right there. You can pick.
You can do 3 from the bottom tier, but only
and
1
0
from
the top.
otherwise 1 from the top and 2 from the bottom.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I understood right.
There's your Spaceship Earth.
I can go with that. I love Spaceship Earth.
Mission Space. There it is.
I can do that.
It sounds like they put a lot more thought into basically having so all rides have this option almost.
It does. It sounds like they've actually. It sounds like somebody has finally got their head out of their tail and started using some brains a little bit. Maybe Iger's. See, this is the type of things that are starting to come out that you wonder if Iger's put a light under somebody's butt about getting some of this stuff. Like, listen, I understand we need to do this, but we got to make it better for our consumers.
Yeah. Then here's my problem, though. Out of all of this is the one that rattles my brain the most. The Hollywood Studios Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith is on the choose 1 experience area. No one's going to choose that unless they reimagine it.
Well, I don't know, Richard.
Yeah.
Because every time you look at it, the line is extremely long for Rock and Roller Coaster. Because a lot of people, I'm not saying everybody, but there's a lot of people that still love that group.
Yeah, the Aerosmith.
And it's still a very popular ride because.
But I've never.
If you had to look at the top 3 lines there.
Yeah.
It actually would, to me, if looking at the lines, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad.
Yep.
Aerosmith, Rock and Roller Coaster, and Tower of Terror are the 3 ones that had the longest lines in that park.
You can't forget about the ones that shows right here, Slinky Dog Dash.
Oh, wait. Make that 4.
Yes.
Slinky
it's
has
right
the long
there.
line too. But those are the 4 top rides that actually have the longest lines.
Yeah.
People forget about just how popular that if you look at the line, you're waiting over an hour and something to get on Rock and Roller Coaster.
And then just so you know, you're able to choose Twilight Tower, and it's not in the top; it's in the bottom.
Okay,
right
now
here,
I'm PO.
to the bottom.
Now I'm PO. What are you doing putting my Tower of Terror at the bottom?
Yep.
Because for my one attraction, I would always go Tower of Terror.
Yep, I would too. Also, for the first time in forever, for a Frozen sing-along, which never has any line. I've never seen a line for the Frozen sing-along.
I barely see anybody in the lines.
Exactly. It's always like no one.
I will say it does get filled up pretty good, but I think it's just more people walk up to it and they just go in because the show's
it's never a long line. It's never half an hour even, you know.
Yeah, I think the show's like every 15, 20 minutes, I want to think.
And then for Animal Kingdom, you were correct. There are no tiers for Lightning Lane multi-pass at Disney's Animal Kingdom, so guests can choose 3 of the following attractions from advance: Dinosaur, Expedition Everest, Feathered Friends in Flight, Festival of the Lion King, Finding Nemo. That is the Broadway musical. It's tough to be a bug. It's soon going to be reimagined into
Reinvent. That's,
Zootopia.
yeah, that's going down soon.
Cali River Rapids. It's not open right now. Kilimanjaro
Wait a minute.
Safari
What do you
and
mean it's
Navi
not
River
open right
Journey.
now? Why
What?
isn't it open? Are they refurbishing it or
Yeah,
something?
they were refurbishing it when I went through
Oh,
there.
okay. Yeah,
It
I was
was
going to
full
say,
on closed.
okay,
Yeah,
I didn't know it was closed. I hadn't heard
yeah,
anything about it being refurbished.
yeah. I didn't hear about it either, and then I went there. I'm like, I want to ride this ride because I
And
haven't
it,
in a long time,
well, and
and
it
it
may not
wasn't
be
there.
being refurbished. They're probably reworking it and checking the systems and making sure everything's working okay. I would think that's what they're doing. But either way, I'm surprising that they don't have a tier for that because you've got 3 or 4 rides. I mean, you look at it, you got Kilimanjaro, you got Flight of Passage, Mountain Expedition are 3 rides right there that should be like a top tier
Yes.
that everybody loves. And those are the top 3 that everybody loves in that park.
Yep. And then they have also the Lightning Lane single pass attractions. What this means, however much you're willing to pay is how much you're going to have to pay because it's by ride, not by park. So, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Tron, Guardians of the Galaxy, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, and Avatar Flight of Passage will be you pay to get the Lightning Lane, and then it will be the single pass for that one ride.
So none of them are on the. You didn't see none of them on the other multi-pass.
Yes, one. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I seen him on the upper one.
The lower one, right? It was on the lower tier, I think.
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, in Magic Kingdom. So officially, it's in both. But other than that, the Tron, it was not in the list above. No, Guardians of the Galaxy was not. Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance was
Wow.
not, and Avatar
Wow.
was not.
That is that. And well, and
Yep.
I wonder what that is. I wonder with
So
Tron
that
and
tells me one thing.
I'm thinking with and
You
see
might
if
be able to buy the multi pass and the single pass at the same time.
not only that, but I wonder if it's because I know for Tron and Galaxy, I wonder if it's because they're still on a virtual queue.
Yeah, basically.
Because those two, I don't know about the other one that you read, but I know with
Avatar
Tron
Flight of
and
Passage,
Tron,
it's not officially, but you know what? It always has a 2-hour wait.
yeah, it might, it probably might
They need
should be.
it to
But
be
we
in the
do know
single
that,
pass.
but we do know the Galaxy and Tron are still on the
Yes.
virtual queue. So
Yes,
I
they
wonder
are.
if that has something to do with that.
And then we can look at this last article about this nice, lovely new Lightning Lane information. Advanced Lightning Lane purchases will not be available to international guests.
Are you okay? What the
Yeah.
heck? Okay, what is that all about? Okay, I got a problem with that. Here's my problem with that. Do you know how much percentage of the people at Walt Disney World and even at Disneyland to a point? I mean, not as much as Disney World, but you look at both of these two parks, how much percentage of those parks are actually people that come from outside of the United States?
Yeah.
It's a good small
Now,
number. It is a good
like
small
I
number,
told you
particularly
before,
Disney World.
like I talked to you beforehand. I don't know if we talked about this or no. It was Mikey. I talked to you a little bit beforehand, but talking about that information right there, someone maybe go through, if they allow it, go through someone in the US, for example, a travel agent, to book their Lightning Lane because they're from out of the country, and they will be able to
You
do
know
it?
what? That's a good question. That might be a question I may have to look into. Talk. I may have to get on the horn to Disney and talk to
Exactly.
them and find out.
Something I that sounds like a legit walk around of it. Have someone in the US that's able to book your Lightning Lane
It's
and
the
then
only way
have it
you're getting
switch
around
over
it.
to your profile.
Because to me, that right there does not make no
No,
common sense.
it makes no sense except for the fact that they're just lazy and they didn't want to do it out of the US. Disney
Get off
style.
your fat, lazy buffs. You know what? People sitting behind the desk get
To
too much
me, to
poundage
me,
anyway.
this makes them sound lazy. It makes Disney seem lazy. I'm sorry.
Ooh, I do
International
got a
guests
question
visiting
for
Walt
you
Disney
later.
World will not be able to
I
purchase.
do got a question for you later,
Yeah.
but I'll save it for
Wait
after
a
this
minute.
song.
In advance of their trip.
Oh, in advance. There you go. You found it. So
Yep.
what is it?
Nice,
What,
nice, nice little sentence. So they can still purchase it. They just have to do it once they're in the US.
okay. So they can do it when if they're they can do it like when they land into Orlando.
Yep.
Let's say they fly into Orlando, then they
Yep.
can do it right then and there.
Yep. As long as it's 9 days or less. Oh no, wait, 7 days or less beforehand, probably.
Well, if they're flying into Orlando, chances are they're going to be at the park within the next day or two.
Probably, but maybe not. Maybe it might be someone that likes to relax in the resorts ahead of time. That way they get the line. It might influence them to get ahead of time and come
It
down.
could. It could.
Yeah. Especially if they know they'll be getting the line
It's
easier
nice
and
of them to
faster.
put in there one single line.
Yep. Oh gosh. The Genie
How we,
Plus will be rebranded. Um
well, we know that it's already
Yeah, it's given me like a little tiny review of what we already read. It looks like
yeah.
guests traveling from outside the United States will not be able to purchase a Lightning Lane multi pass and Lightning Lane single pass until they arrive in the U.S. This means international guests arriving the day before or the first day of their theme park visit won't be able to make selections until that day. This might influence them to come down earlier.
It might.
Yeah.
It might. Well,
Lightning Lane selections will be able the day of, although could be limited due to guest purchasing and planning in advance. So some people it could get overbooked. Walt Disney, whoops, stop it. Walt Disney World hotel guests in the USA will be able to purchase and reserve Lightning Lane's option 7 days before their arrival. Other guests will be able to make selections 3 days before. If international guests happen to arrive in the stages during those windows, they can make advanced selections. So they're asking international guests to come down before your trip to try to get lanes for your trip. Oh gosh.
Well, that's
Yeah, this is gonna you know what? It doesn't entitle you or me. It might entitle some people in our community that are not in the US. I know of a few people in our community really that are livid about this. Then they do not like it. They're just like, why? You know?
for the most part, I kind of like it. I'm just not sure about that. I'm not sure I like the fact that about
Yeah.
not people from outside of the country not being able to do that. That
Yep.
really is that's putting them at a disadvantage.
It
You know,
is.
so I can see that. That would be the only point that I'm against
Yep.
the update. I mean, otherwise, I seem to like the. I actually, at least, it seems to me that somebody at least thought the brains through most of that
Yep.
on the Lightning Lane and tried to fix the mess that Bob or what's his name,
Mr. Paycheck.
Mr. Paycheck royally screwed up from the
Yes,
from
Mr.
the back.
Paycheck.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Uh,
And it's not like trying to get political. It's just that it
yep.
seems like finally, people got to understand Iger can only do so much, and he can only do it so fast at a time. But it seems like he's trying to push the company back in a good direction.
Yeah, he is.
and that's why I really am looking forward to see what comes out of D23
Oh
later
yes,
this
and I
year.
can't wait for that either.
Because I want to know because it's pretty much I'm telling you with what's flying around through the Disney and online, I'm looking for a fifth park to be at Disney World within the next 10 years
Yep, we
because
already know it's probably happening.
it's even coming out of the that group that the governor formed to take over all that. It
Yeah.
seems like maybe they came to a mutual agreement, and so we'll see.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting.
Okay, next bit article. This is the last of the big news part, but there's a lot more after this. So hang on, people. We're going to be talking about the all things Jollywood Nights that came out finally. Halfway to Christmas came out, and then the day after they laid on us about 6 articles talking about the new Jollywood Nights, the new maritime Christmas parties, all that. So
Shoot, on top of everything that the cruise lines have dropped.
yeah, we haven't even touched the cruise line stuff yet, which we will, but
Yeah,
it's
which
just a little bit after then. Is the next
awesome.
segment? It has its own segment. It's big enough.
Yeah, which unfortunately I have to get going here in a little bit.
Okay,
Um,
well, we can jump into the cruise line right in a few
but
seconds. I can do this a little afterwards.
well, no, we
We
don't have to do that, dude.
No, it's
You know,
fine. I
I
can
mean,
do.
we
We
can
can do
always
the
revisit some of
Christmas.
this stuff. We can revisit tomorrow because I probably am going to do a surprise stream tomorrow just to hang out, and some of this we may be able to revisit
Yeah.
because
So
there
ready,
seems to be
please.
some things that you might know about that I know about from what I get through the my travel agent portal, but it seems like there's other things that you want to come up with. So yeah,
Yeah. Wait. Just a few seconds. I'm pulling up different articles. Like we can do the right here. Okay. And then I can do. Where are you? There you are. Okay, so we do over here, brand. Okay, let's dive into our cruise segment. So let's do this segment intro, which weirdly I made already. I put everything together beforehand. There it is. Short, sweet,
there
and
you
to the
go.
point.
There you go.
So, since this is the cruise area, I can start showing it. So that one right there. This is the first article that popped up that we know of. Marvel and Big Hero 6 areas. Disney Adventure cruise ship details revealed.
Yes, and that's actually more details than because I do know they named their sevens. I think they said there was seven themed areas. They
Yes.
didn't give all the name, but there's supposed to be 7 themed areas aboard the Disney Adventures.
Yep. And now that it's revealed that it's going to be 2 of them are Marvel and Big Hero 6.
Yes,
Now, I know they already
they did
revealed.
mention something coming to the Marvels.
Yeah, they already revealed some of the others too, way ahead of time.
I hope they
So,
do a video like they did. You know, they with when they did with the Wish.
yeah.
I hope they do that type of adventure where it takes you through all that some of that stuff that was about an hour long. That was pretty
So,
cool.
the Disney Imagination Garden is an imaginative garden gathering space with an open air stage and Sorcerer Mickey. Guests will be journeyed through Enchanted Valley, inspired by Disney stories like The Jungle Book, Moana, and this will be where the guests enter the ship. Guests visit the ocean floor to the Disney Discovery Reef, inspired by The Little Mermaid, the kid area. Lilo and Stitch, another kid area, and Finding Nemo and Luca. This area features themed shopping and dining options. Inspired by Big Hero 6 is San Francisco Street, a family entertainment area that they're going to be playing music and everything else in that area with interactive games, activities, shops, cinemas, and more. Okay. Interesting.
Mm. Yeah, that is interesting.
That is the oh, that's kind of cool. So they showed in a map kind of thing. Okay, so
Might have to go.
that
Might
won't
be
happen.
doing. I may be staying up late and doing some exploring.
Exactly. So they
Not to
laid out a
mention,
map
not to mention the fact
that looks
doing,
like the ship,
not
and
to
it
mention the
shows you
fact doing some training.
the
That
areas
is
that is
interesting.
themed. So Big Hero 6 is gonna be in the back left. And then we all right next to it is Avatar, no, Avengers, it looks like.
Does it show?
Um,
Does it show exactly? Does it show seven themed areas, or just how many does
one,
it show?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. Well,
I
they
see
said
7
I
to
saw
8. Yeah.
they now see they didn't say eight. They when the article that I read said only eight, but then that was through the travel agent portal. So
Yep.
maybe there is eight themed areas. They did say
Or
seven.
there might be 7. That book could not be a themed area. There is 7 circles right there.
Okay, so that maybe it is seven areas, and
Yeah,
it's part of.
7 or
It
8.
might
Yeah.
be part of a certain area. That's okay. It's sometimes it's hard to tell, but from what I'm seeing on there, it's interesting.
Okay, so Wayfinder Bay is an open air oasis. This casual poolside retreat reflects the Pacific Islands inspired by artistry of Moana. That is in the bottom left of this ship, it looks like. Town Square, right next to it, looks like a bunch of water. It's a fantastical forest filled with shops, lounges, cafes, restaurants, entertainment venues by the magical kingdoms of Tangled, Cinderella, Frozen, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Princess and the Frog, The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, and Beauty and the Beast. That's a long list.
Yeah, it
And
is.
then Marvel, which was right above it, it has a big red A right there, will feature Avengers level adventure with thrilling attractions and new experiences. Unlike Marvel areas and other ships, this space will be designed for all ages. And then lastly, the Toy Story Palace on the upper decks, top right ish, and where young guests can play with friends from Andy's toy room and an interactive water play zone. The Water Palace also includes themed food venues. And this is the concept art for adventure staterooms. The ship will also
Really
feature premium concierge accommodations with exclusive amenities like high-end shopping and dedicated spa and fitness facilities.
nice.
I like how they did this time. The ship looks like land. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
how
It
they
kind of
themed it.
does.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna have to look at this later, Dave. All
What's
New
up?
Adventures is on the horizon. Disney Cruise Line. It has a
The what?
video. There's a video out for it already.
There is
Right here in this article.
really.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, well then I'll have to, and that's on the Disney. That's on the Disney Cruise Line website, isn't it?
Ye Disney DCL News Today, so I think so, yeah.
Do me a favor. Can you send that link to me later?
Yeah, that's no problem. I
That I
can
do
do
want to read. That's interesting because I'd love to.
yeah, copy. And then what I can do is right over here. Do, 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 do. And then I can do like this and right there. There you go. This took me a little bit. Yeah, and gee, leave. I looked at all of this. The last thing it showed was the video. Yeah, I'll look at that video later too. Oh, hello everyone. I'm by myself. That's fine. Dave had to leave. That is okay by me. I sent him that link and he might jump right into it and look at it. But I was hoping that he'd be able to stay for the rest of it, but that's fine. And I can present. Hello. I sent you that link.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just
Yep.
went kablooey on me, and
Yep. And that's
probably because
fine.
I've been working it hard. I've been on it all day trying to finish up the I want to try to have the one cruise line finished up on training, but anyway, so
When did you have to get off? Because it is 6 o'clock at your time right now.
yeah, I need to get going. So I do need to say good
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Listen, keep it going,
I'll
and
keep going
I'll
with
finish
it. It's
watching
fine.
it.
Yeah.
I'll keep it on the stream and watch it in the on the thing. But you
Yeah.
know, and I'll try. I need to try to join you more on Fridays now that I'm
Yeah.
off.
It's
I
fine.
to see
Well,
if I
this is
mean,
the first time I tried to do this. So,
so if you want to do it regularly on Friday, I can do
yep.
on Fridays
Exactly.
afternoon. So if you
That's what
want to
I'll
do
try
that,
to do.
I can be a part of regular part of the show, and we can try to promote it more. So,
Yep.
and I can talk to you later. I mean,
That's
if you
fine.
come up with a thumbnail, then I can put it on my other shows when I'm doing them, and then we
Yep.
can promote it out. And
Yeah.
so some of this, actually, I would love to visit it. I don't know if you're able to come on tomorrow night, but I'll probably do a hangout stream at about 2:30 tomorrow. It'll be probably what 2:30, maybe 11:30 your time.
Yeah. I might be able to, but I think I'm doing something at that time. So we'll see. Hope.
Um,
Don't know.
so we'll see.
I
Or
might be
maybe I
helping my
might do,
dad. Yeah.
or I might do a late one at 11:30 or 10:30
Yeah.
tomorrow. I don't know. I might do a late night hangout and we can talk about some of the stuff. But
Get off, and then you can watch that video that I sent you, and you can see what the new Disney Treasure
well, I'm going to finish
video
pushing.
comes up
I'm going
with.
to finish watching you because it's been a good thing. All right. Well, thank you for having me on.
You're fine. Yeah, you're good.
Um,
Hope you have
have
a
a
great
great night,
day.
everybody, and we'll see you in the chats tonight. So somewhere
Yep.
along the way.
Yep.
Bye bye.
You have a great day. Uh, then they have this, which is the first ever Aristocats inspired lounge coming to Disney Treasure. It looked interesting. Aristocats inspired lounge? World's first Aristocats inspired venue. Scat Cat Lounge. Oh, the Scat Cat Lounge. That will be cool. Oh, look at that. Everybody wants to be a cat. I love it. Offer elegant onboard destination to experience swinging live music, decor nods to the Walt Disney Animation Studios film, and a themed craft cocktail menu. Wonderful. Represents the penthouse performance of Everybody Wants to Be a Cat. The front door of the lounge has a sculpted handle resembling Cat Scat's horn, colorful cat paws print adorn the baby grand piano, hanging lanterns illuminate the room. Instead of hidden Mickeys, there will be hidden descriptions of Woofrot Duchess and the kittens, and black and white striped statement wall extends through the center of the venue, framing a neon sign with the lyrics Everybody Wants to Be a Cat. Carpet is inspired by ornate French style rugs, the Madame Alundes Boniface Parisian home. A poster features a collage of instrument playing cats, each inspired by the beloved pet of someone from the Cat's Lounge projection project team. Very cool. Direct extension to the Grand Hall, so also take design cues from the hall's Agrabah inspired architecture with contemporary color palette, cultural decor, parade of silhouetted cats representing characters from the film will lead the way into the venue. Oh boy. This serves up menus, creme de la creme martini, the cat drink, bourbon, ideal for two guests or more. The Turkish tea experience will honor the Agrabah inspired architecture of the Grand Hall. Will be presented in a bejeweled teapot in a gold detailed teacups. This is the cat drink. Show the first look at the treasure menus and the New World Marvel showing featuring Groot. Okay. Hopefully some other people still come on. This is a huge D news update, and this is a lot of information. If you want to see some of the earlier information, do watch later for part of it. This is our cruise line segment right now, and present share. Breaking Disney Treasure to feature Guardians of the Galaxy Groot show, a Worlds of Marvel restaurant. Look at that. That's going to be so cool. Full experience. It's going to be the second experience inspired by Marvel, but the first one was on the Wish. That is the full, and I've been on that and done it. It's really cool. Okay. And then lastly, this is the Disney food. So this is part of the Disney Cruise Line. Disney Cruise Line shares first look at Disney Treasure menus. I will quickly go through this. Look at these. This is what you will be able to see on Park and Eat. And I will talk about all of these, every single one of them. So, if you do want to see any of those, talked about lengthily and not just skimming through to show you the quick photos, you're like, whoa, it's right there kind of thing. Me and Mikey will be diving into that article and more on Monday at 9 o'clock. No, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Monday. So please do watch Park and Eat. It's gonna have a stream on Monday that will be Park and Eat on food that just recently released for the menus, and this will be one of them. So that will be epic. So, what is my next presentation? I'm not going to dive into Hollywood Nights because I don't want to be on here that long. So, Disney Cruise. I'm going to do this. Just wait on for a few seconds, everyone. Okay, so the next segment we will be doing is on this segment, which is international parks. So let's do this. This is the intro to the international segment. That was a segment intro towards this segment, which was international parks. So there was a little bit of news that dived out right when the maritime information came out that was about this article entirely, which is different parks around the world. So let's dive into these. Hong Kong Disneyland announces long awaited Marvel expansion and attraction enhancements. That will be very cool. New document Hong Kong Disneyland confirmed that they will proceed with its multi-year expansion, including attraction reimaginings and a Marvel themed area. Oh, some of the artwork that is for it. That's the ride that you're jumping through time. So, very cool article. If you want to read that fully, it is on WDWNT. So, look up at them. Okay, present. Second article talks about this. World of Frozen at Hong Kong Disneyland will feature holiday celebrations this year. This is the first year it's open, by the way, for that. It will celebrate the holidays with the annual Disney Christmas celebration, including new World of Frozen offerings this year at Hong Kong. Mid-November through January 1st, 2025. November this year. Queen Elsa and the citizens of Arendelle and the world of Frozen host the Arendelle holiday celebration. Late last year and didn't have the chance to participate in the holiday festivities. They will this year. It's going to be a drone show at Hong Kong Disneyland. Celebrate with Duffy and Friends, who don the new holiday outfits at Duffy and Friends Playhouse. Mickey and Friends Christmas Ball, a holiday wish come true tree lighting ceremony, and more will also return. So that looks interesting. I also have one more article that talks about this. I need to make sure I'm looking at the comments. Okay. Holiday offerings returning to Disneyland Paris in 2024. Disney Enchanted Christmas celebrations. Disney Enchanted Christmas is the big, huge parade. New holidays with the from November 9th, 2024 through January 6th, 2025. Returning offerings include Mickey's Dazzling Christmas Parade, very famous. Let's Sing Christmas, tree lighting and snowfall on the main street, and the meet and greets with Santa Claus and other characters. This is last year's, and they're going to want to expand and make this year's bigger. Okay, I'm diving into my next thing, so let's go into that. Oh, yeah. This segment is going to be really small, so let's dive into it though. Okay. Still, yeah. I love it. I love it all together. Okay, so this segment on the D News will show a little bit of the food or what the food. So it will dive into a little bit of what we show on Park and Eat. So please, please, please do go to Park and Eat. Before we do that, though, I'm going to show the little bit of food news that we have flying through here. I do have one article that I'm showing today, which is new barbacoa beef nachos and Alfredo mac and cheese at Disney's Animal Kingdom. 2.5 were decent. Okay, that looks delicious. Walt Disney World announced that 2 new barbacoa beef dishes are available at Disney's Animal Kingdom. This one is 8 Spoon Cafe, which is the barbacoa beef on Alfredo mac and cheese, served with the crispy onion and green onions. And then the barbacoa beef nachos are available at the Smiling Crocodile. The snack is barbacoa beef on top of tricolored nachos, topped with queso cheese, lamb crema, and pico. I love the nacho version better a lot. I I don't know. Mac and cheese or nachos? Mac and cheese or nachos? I cannot decide. So, with that, here is the please do comments right over here. Let me find it. Oh yeah, it was right over here. And then I just go back over here. There is the Park and Eat link. Oh, I think I did it wrong. That might be better to look at it from. That's how you get into Park and Eat. So please do look at Park and Eat. We'll be doing a Monday showing of a bunch of, well, some of new menus that just got debuted. I did have a big article ready for this segment. I'm closing it down because I already moved over there because Mikey will be with me on Monday. So please do watch that. This is the Park and Eat intro, which I am still going to show on this channel, but remember it is at Park and Eat. So please do go over there and watch it. So let's do that. Okay, so please do go to my second channel, Park and Eat, with my fabulous co-host Mikey. Hopefully, that we can stream at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Monday. For people in the West Coast, that is 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a little early, but it works really well for me for Monday. So please do watch at that time. Um, I do have a little bit of news. I'm going to jump into 115. I'm not doing that bad. Okay, so I'm doing the last of my articles, which means I'll be talking about the Disney Christmas Jollywood Nights information that just popped up. So I will be getting that up right now. And then I'll go over here. Okay, so for anyone that is still joining me, this is the last of the information I have, which is the Jollywood Nights Christmas overlays, everything that they have for all the parks in the U.S. Hopefully not for Disneyland. I think most of it's for Disney World. So let's dive right into these. There's going to be a lot of Christmas things happening. So first thing first. The new ice skating show coming to Jollywood Nights at Disney's Hollywood Studios feature a new ice skating show this year. Look at that. The show will be on Hollywood Boulevard. The interest to Disney's Hollywood Studios international champion skaters will perform a twist on a traditional ice show. Disney described it as a dazzling skating spectacular set to your favorite holiday tunes. It will be performed by several times each evening. Disney Jollywood Nights is an afternoon hour separately ticketed event for select nights for January 9th through December 21st. Read more about Jollywood Nights. I believe that's going to be more a different article that I'm going to already have ready. So, guests at Disneyland Resort Hotels, Walt Disney World, Swan and Dolphin Hotels, and Shades of Green can purchase tickets starting July 2nd. For all other guest tickets will go on sale July 10th. Okay. That was a nice little snippet. I'm going to try to keep these together, so I'm going to still talking about Jollywood Nights. Right here, returning Jollywood Nights dates and details announced for Disney's Hollywood Studios. They already talked about the ice. January 9th through December 21st, 7:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. An extra hour longer than last year's party. Separately ticketed, limited capacity. Attractions are extended to have shorter wait times. Star Wars Ride of the Resistance will use a stand by Q at that time. Skating show at Hollywood Boulevard. Entertainment will be what what's this? Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas sing along, Disney's Hollywood Holidays in Hollywood, and Jingle Bell Jingle Bam. There will be over 20 unique character experiences. New and returning characters include Phineas and Ferb, Santa Duffy, Santa Stitch, Bo Peep, Lotso, Baloo, King Louie from Tailspin, and Photo Pass digital downloads will once again be included in event ticket. Ho ho! Disney's Jollywood Nights. Happy Oli days. The gingerbread mascot Ollie will get his own merchandise collection this year. The merch includes Minnie Mouse ear headband, festive appeal, and a lug purse. Very cool. That's a lot of information. Okay. I'm going in towards the next one. This one. So there's not more Jollywood. So we're going into the next one, which is Merry Mangerie, Frozen Holiday Surprise Santa Claus, and more holiday experiences returning to Walt Disney World in 2024. We liked the Merry Mangerie that has these characters that look like they are from Frozen, really. Fan favorite Merry Mangerie Return to Disney's Animal Kingdom. The Mangerie features artisan sculpted winter puppets roaming Discovery Island. Mickey Mouse, Donald, and Daisy will also have festive attire at the park. At Disney Hollywood Studios, Sunset Season Greetings, a Yuletide production show, returns to the Hollywood Tower Hotel. In Toy Story Land, Woody, Jesse, Buzz Lightyear will also have holiday touches to the outfits. Magic Kingdom will host Frozen Holiday Surprise in front of Cinderella Castle. The show was debuted last year, features Elsa, Anna, Olaf, Kristoff, and the Snoogies. At Walt Disney Springs, enjoy the Christmas tree stroll, a magical snowfall fall in town, and magical snowfall in town center. Santa Claus will appear at all four theme parks: Disney Springs and water parks. Walt Disney World hotel offer. So if you're interested in that, please look into it. I'm diving through these really quick to get all my news done. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party 2024 dates and details announced for holidays at Walt Disney World. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Shows a little bit of merch, tells the exact dates. Short, sweet, to the point. Okay. Since we're talking about it and you look to see a little bit of it, more merch. This is for Disneyland News Today. This is the only Disneyland one. So Disney Parks holiday merchandise sneak peek revealed for Disneyland. Holy Spirit jersey. Oh, I love that one. It has the Santa snowman on it. Oh, so cool. Look at that Hanukkah merchandise. New holiday apparel, and I love that hat. Look at those onesie. Very cool. New Magic Band Plus. More new ears. and hats. And then holiday home decor. Pillow, a new Stitch plush. It's a Cuddles, by the way. First Christmas. Okay. And then I have one article left. Epcot International Festival of the Holidays 2024 start date announced. We love the Epcot International Festival of the Holidays. Has announced the initial dates for the 24 International Festival of the Holidays. Presented by Avient Health. It always is. Begin November 29th and run through December 30th. It's all day, every day, featuring holiday storytellers, themed dishes, merchandise, entertainment cater, celebrating the various cultural traditions. Candlelight processional, always this part of the year. Okay, that was all of my wonderful news. It's a little long. It turned out to be an hour 26. I've done a 3-hour stream before, so it's not the longest by far. Hour and 26 is not bad. So what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna go with my outro, and I have one ready. And then I'm gonna end this stream as quick as possible so you guys can see as much news as possible at the points. So, ending. Please do all those.